is Harold Roy's dream.
This meant a lot to me, it means a lot to me. You know, growing up as a kid, I always wanted to be at Fenway, wanted to be going out to the ballpark, but to be out here performing a professional boxing, it's historic.
As his daughter, I'm so proud of him. He's my inspiration every single day. At Fenway, this has been one of his dreams. He's wanted to fight at home. He's wanted to be at a big place like this. Literally his dreams are coming true. It's amazing.
Boxing, buddy.
Keep going. What made you choose boxing?
So, what made me choose boxing? I think again, me growing up, I knew that my mom was only limited as far as me showing me the way to be a protector, right? So I got into sports, and me playing football and basketball. I was fascinated with the Muhammad Ali, right? I saw him in the ring, controlling and winning fights. And myself, I wanted to be that person, but in a way where I could protect my family. So I got into boxing. I love boxing. I went to this local boxing gym down in, it's called Wheeler's Gym. I was able to connect with the coach, and there just kind of like, I hit my first punching bag, and I fell in love with it, you know. And again, it was just all that discipline, all that hard work. Coach put me in a situation where I can kind of thrive and control my emotions. And it's one thing that I had trouble doing when I was growing up.
Like, how do you balance? Like, you come here, you're the boxer, then
Sure.
one day now you're an employee dealing with the homeless guy, and then you know you're the dad. Like, how do you not always stay in the boxer mindset?
Yeah, I think honestly, I think boxing and just being in sports in general just kind of prepared me for that lifestyle of work, right? As a supervisor at my job site. I've learned to be calm under pressure, right, and not really fold. I can stay composed and address any issues, but it was through boxing and through sports. Again, boxing is so similar to life. For me, I've always wanted to stick to boxing, but my strict household, my mom was like, no, she didn't want anything to do with it. And so I had to stop. But in all, I think from my early years of boxing, I want to say for like 2 years, up from 11 to 13, I was doing some type of, you know, recreational boxing activity. As I progressively went away from it and started focusing on basketball and football, I think I still fell in love with it. I would always find myself going and doing cardio work that has to do with the boxing gloves. We would always have like dorm versus dorm boxing matches, and again, those were always fun. And I've always had some passion about it. So when I graduated college, did semi-pro football, I fell out of love with that. I was like, I need to do something else. And I think that was a perfect opportunity for me in boxing. And that was like, I want to say, when I was 38 when I started, like professionally, professional. I started off with 6 amateur fights, it was 4 and 2. And I was like, I'm only getting older, so if I'm gonna make this leap, I need to make it now. And so you can see, as you watch my fights progressively, I've been getting better and better because I'm learning as I go. Came here and fell in love with it, and it's like a family, a community, you know. And so what was ambitious goal of having 1 professional fight has turned into 11. I'm 7-3-1, and I'm loving it, you know. And I got one of my bigger fights coming up on June 6th at Fenway, and it's against someone who's very competitive, right? He's good. It's pretty good.
How can they go about buying tickets?
Yeah, so I'm on Instagram at hroy, the number 12, and it's in my bio. Go on that line, MLB.com, purchase 2 tickets, and make sure you give me credit, right? So you gotta put the code Harold Roy, all one word, and that's how you get the tickets.
Right, so you get this dual personality thing going where I know you put people in the hospital before because I saw that in an interview.
Yeah.
The medical report on Chad was he had a broken face, he had a broken hand, and he had a broken ankle.
But at the same time, you have this secret life where you have a non-profit where you help people with medical needs. Can you just explain that?
So again, back to my Haitian roots, I was in Haiti when the earthquake took place, and I lost quite a few family members. I had lost 6 people, and I had a lot of survival remorse. And my way of giving back was to come back home and teach and train. Became certified in CPR and basic first aid and started teaching. And what started as a passion came into a nonprofit. And not only have I been to Haiti, I've been to Puerto Rico, I've been to Costa Rica, I've been to the Bahamas a couple of times after their hurricane. And it's been my passion ever since, you know.
Do you have any brief words of wisdom for young men growing up without a dad in the city?
Yeah. Listen, there's two directions you can go, right? There's the direction of, you know what, have all these excuses and saying that I didn't get the life that I needed or I didn't have a father figure and be a victim of that. Or you can take that and then internalize that and then go a different direction, which is, you know what, I'm going to be a better man than the man that wasn't in my life. And again, gravitate to people who are doing good stuff, service to the community, and who are, connection to God, right? You do that, you surround yourself with people that trust you and love you, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit.
All right, so this is Haitian Heritage Month. Tell me what that means to you and what it was like growing up Haitian American and what it's like now.
Yeah, so Haitian Heritage Month is a big month for people across the country. I mean, as far as what we represent, resiliency, right? A lot of history in Haitian culture, you know, so it's a very powerful month for us. I was out there this past Sunday with my Haitian flag, repping it down on Blue Hill Avenue for Flag Day. And so just being there and absorbing the culture, the music, the singing, it's a good vibe. It's a good vibe. It was strict being raised in a Haitian household. You know, I grew up in my mom was a single parent, right? And then my grandmother did most of the raising. I was born in Brooklyn, New York, raised here in Boston, grew up in Hyde Park in Mattapan, but a lot of the Haitian migrants were, and I'm considered the first generation, all right? So as a male, I was the first to graduate high school, first to graduate college, so it was a lot of pressure. With that being said, that pressure along with the strict household, right? It was like we couldn't go out at night at times, and so part of my childhood was just more or less, I needed to be home at a certain time, But I didn't really have a father figure growing up. My mom, we did have a boyfriend at the time, a stepdad, you want to call it. He wasn't much of a man, He did a lot of things that kind of, let me know at an early age of what I didn't want to be as a man, And so I grew up on the Bill Cosby's, those family households. I took them to sports, right? A lot of the coaches that I've encountered in my life were my mentors and still are to this day, and I think I took a little bit of what they had in each series of my life to kind of build the person that I am today. So, yeah, it was high school I didn't want to go to at the time called Hyde Park High, and they labeled it Haitian High because a lot of Haitian migrants that would go to that school. But for me, I went to the Rogers, graduated there, did Metro, which is where they take inner city kids and bust them out to, like a better term, bust them out to, suburban schools. So out there is where I met a lot of my host parents who actually helped me guide me through and navigate life, right? It was the first time having structure when it comes to schooling and discipline and stuff like that. But yeah, a lot of experience, But it was for me, it was quite the experience because I'm trying to balance the Haitian culture and in the American culture and expectations, because a lot of what I did growing up was to be a protector for my family, my mom, grandmother, my sister, and also interpret, right? I had to interpret from English to Haitian Creole to my grandmother who didn't know a lick of English. So for me, it was pretty interesting. I'm proud of who I am and where I came from. It's made me the person that I am right now. And so if I could do it all over again, I would. I know I've got 3 girls now, and then a son. My 3 girls, I just love them to death. My firstborn, she was my everything because I wanted to do everything for her that my father couldn't provide for me. And so when she came into this world, it kind of shifted my thinking as far as, okay, I've got responsibilities to cater to now. I've got someone who's depending on me, right? And so to this day, I hope that I inspire her and let her know that she can do anything in this world that she really wants to. And I think I'm doing, she tells me, but I think I'm doing a good job of that. But again, I'm still trying to instill all the Haitian culture and have her make the best decisions for her. But growing up in a household where I didn't have a father figure, It was tough, but I think from all that I've experienced, using that experience and sharing that with her has been just a wonderful experience.